Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now I do a lot of reporting on PTRs, patch 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, but I don't report on everything. Sometimes I choose not to and I leave it a mystery for you guys. Sometimes I just can't because I'm unable for one reason or another. And in this instance, I just didn't know. Now, I'm on the PTR for patch 5.3, but don't let that fool you because this is live on the servers at the moment and was brought in patch 5.2. This large pool of glistening jewel Danio pool. A pool so big they had to call it pool twice. And so, live on Twitch TV, while people were hoping to watch some random battlegrounds, I decided to fish. And because I have no achievements on the PTR, my first fish came up as an achievement. And I carried on fishing. And then suddenly, one fish became 25 fish. And yet, people were still watching on stream, even though the title said Random Battlegrounds on the PTR for patch 5.3. Never mind. I persevered, and that 25 fish suddenly turned into 50 fish. This had become a war of attrition. I needed to know what was in that pool. And lo and behold, my audience wanted to know as well. And if it wasn't 1, if it wasn't 25, if it wasn't 50, then surely to goodness, it must be 100. And on 99 I cast and it bobbed. And then suddenly I could loot it and... nothing. Nothing. 100 fish. Nothing. And so despondent and dejected, I said to the Twitch guys, guys, I'm not going to carry on. I think 100's enough. Let's leave it here. I'm going to wrap up the video because I'll do it for tomorrow. But we'll now start to queue for the Battlegrounds PTR patch 5.3. Let's have a laugh at how much damage people can't do. And so I did my usual, take care everybody, bye-bye. And I faded to black. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. What the deuce? Okay, so when I decided to put myself in the queue for the battleground, I said to my Twitch guys, alright, just one more fish. If there's 101 Dalmatians, then I will make sure there is 101 fish in my bag. And my God, I got hold of a whopper. So this is what you can fish out of that large glistening pool of Jill Daniel glistening pool. The pool's so large they named it pool twice. And we've got a rare elite. A rare elite with a decent amount of HP as well. I think at some point in the video, there we go. I scroll over and you can see for yourself. And yet, I seem to have not a problem soloing it. Although a couple of people did join in. They must have suddenly been as surprised as I was to see what popped out. In actual fact, I think they were people that were following on Twitch. And we battered it down and my heart was racing. Not because it was a tough fight. My pet's got control. I can just stand back and DPS from a distance. But I thought, what goodies await me? If the rare elites on the Mists of Pandaria and Pandaria itself and also the Isle of Thunder have some wonderful little toys, what is this Leviathan going to drop for me? I was excited. I was very excited. I was as giddy as a schoolgirl that had just found a One Direction ticket in her knickers. I was that excited. It's nearly dead. The anticipation was building. I could feel the sweat forming on my brow. I think that has something to do that I'm in the attic and heat rises and it was really hot and it turned my room to a sauna. But never mind. What the is that? Okay, so I get 20 fish and a daily quest item, which I'd already fished up when I was going for the 100 goddamn fish that I needed to get it out the flipping pool. Ay, ay, ay. Blizzard. Blizzard, blizzard, blizzard. I spent 36 minutes fishing to get it out. And in that time, I fished up 100 odd fish. And what do I get? 20 more fish and a stupid quest item. Ay, Chihuahua. I despaired. Words cannot begin to describe my rage. And I went into those battlegrounds, and I harnessed that rage, and I used it against my foes, and my chaos bots were still hitting for about 60k, because they're utter crap now that they've nerfed PvP power. Anywho, if you want to waste half an hour of your time to get 20 fish and a quest item that you can hand into Nat, then that's what you do in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. And I hope you enjoyed this vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Also like my Facebook. And please follow my twitch.tv/heel versus babyface. I shall be back with some more stuff very soon if I can raise my self-esteem off the ground. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.